Hey guys, so I'm going to walk you through building a landing page. I'm going to use Kyvio as an example because they have some great templates, but you can work with in any funnel builder that you happen to be using. I'm just going to be using Kyvio for the example, and I'm going to be going through the checklist of the things that you're going to need on each individual landing page. For the purpose of this particular landing page, we're going to be working through really quickly. What I want you to focus on is just getting the bare minimum numbers in there, the headlines you need, the testimonials in there, the links that you need, and I'm going to worry about the other stuff later. We can always come back, we can perfect this, we can A/B split test it. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Definitely don't worry about it right now. But I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go into Smart Funnels. And I'm going to be specifically working in my own We Coach Kyvio account because I don't have any funnels created. And I want to show you how we can go from start to finish in no time flat compared to my own agency ones where we have gone through the time and we've made our own custom templates. So we're going to go to first, we're going to go to new funnel. I don't want a sales funnel, we're not product launching, we're definitely not doing custom, and we're not building a webinar. What we're doing is just building a basic lead gen funnel. You're going to see here we have your basic landing page and we have a thank you page, and that's all I want you to worry about at this particular point. Hit next. Now here you're going to have an opportunity to pick an already done template for a landing page and a thank you page. What you can do is just kind of go through and look at these. And we're going to go over here to, that particular one doesn't have a landing page. Dental Clinic actually I believe has a pretty good one. Obviously this is tailored to dental right here, but we have all the makings of a really great landing page. So we have what are the settings, we have our little mini testimonials, we have another download, we have our terms and conditions, privacy policies, and our disclaimers down here at the bottom, and an opportunity, and this is the key, to put their information in, and that's going to be the most critical. So the dental template inside Kyvio works wonderfully, and of course you can customize it. Let's see what web app has for us. And what we're looking here is bones. I can change colors, I can change pictures. I want the structure that I don't want to have to mess with very well. Okay, let me check out the corporate template. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to I'm going to go over here and I'm going to check out the landing page, basic image, professional background. I got the logo at the top. This could be your past clients or places you've been featured. A couple of features, and this is going to be features of the features of the lead magnet that we're going to build. We're going to go ahead and we're going to work with this one. I'm going to check the thank you page. Awesome. So this is a great starting spot. So I'm going to go ahead and check the web application template. And we're going to do first 1,000. Funnel has been created successfully. Okay, so when I go in here, I can work on my landing page. I'm clicking the edit button here, and you'll see that I have a couple things that you've got your website essentially built here, and you just need to go through and customize it. So of course with your brand logo, come in here, and I don't actually have one for We Coach Kyvio, so what I'm going to do is actually change this out real quick to a text block. I'm going to choose my favorite brand font. Let's get this centered and click away, and then I'm going to come through here and I'm going to check the settings, and I'm just going to take all this away. So I have, it's rather tiny. I'm actually going to come in here and make this even smaller, bold. Not too worried about the color. I do want to kind of pick something I kind of know. I'll use my black and white one, and I do want to make it smaller, maybe even smaller. That logo right there is the least important. You're almost wasting real estate with it because it's going to show up at the very top. It's going to show up where it's going to take up a lot of real estate on the mobile. But here's what's the next one. So we're going to go through our checklist. Market call out. The visitor needs to know they're in the right place directly. Attention, business owners. Or indirectly using recognizable images and vocabulary. So this could be those weird acronyms that people say never to use in public. Well, this is a great time to use them. Yesterday, I called somebody an MLO, or I said I was looking for someone, an agency owner who specifically focused on MLOs. And everyone was like, well, what is an MLO? But somebody who works with mortgage loan officers immediately knows what MLO is. And so it's almost like a technical interview without actually interviewing someone. So exclusive material. This is a great example of where you can do your market call out. Attention Kyvio. And so I'm going to do it in all caps. Kyvio kind of seems like it fits better regular. Attention Kyvio users. And saying, now we need to talk about what you actually chose for your lead magnet. And this is going to be that mini course that we are creating. Now, for me, it could be a get started on Kyvio quick, or everything you need to know to set up your initial Kyvio membership. It could be a smaller version. So if the entire course that I was going to sell, it was going to be the course that you're going through right now, the 30-day launch membership launch site, then I'm going to find a little piece of that I can break off. Now maybe it's the first week I'm giving away for free. Maybe it's the first, almost like a webinar, like a 1-hour training. Maybe it's my marketing strategy up on the front end. Just something that I can give away really quick. And this needs to be hyper specific. I'm going to come back over here. Clear and concise. This is very important, easily understood. The person needs to be able to understand it immediately. Do not use industry jargon. Period, dot. If your customer wouldn't know it, don't use it. And a compelling headline that grabs someone's attention. And we're going to go through later in this course, we're going to cover some bullet points, and these bullet points can be used as headlines as well as social media posts. But for right now, I just want you to get something that seems compelling. And what's going to be the most compelling? Come in. I was recording, but now I won't. That's fine. I'll edit it out.
Mommy,
I'll edit it out.
I'm going to take a boom town.
We're gonna leave after the movie's done.
We're about to leave in, let's say, a 1 hour, baby. If we go right now, that is an extra hour that you're just going to be sitting outside in that hot sun, baby.
We need to wait for the sun to get lower. There'll be shade from the trees. Okay?
It's going to be hot no matter what, baby. I'm trying to limit how much time we're in the sunshine. And here we get to be in the cool air conditioning, but we're going to go in enough time that we don't have to spend too bad at parking. And we're going to get a good spot, and you have strawberries all over your face. And I know, right?
She ate the bottom half of all the strawberries.
Bella.
Because I didn't want to eat the stem.
I told you I would take the stems off, honey. All right, come on out.
Oh my God.
Bella, don't
Mommy, stairs, Mama.
No, Mommy's recording.
I'm going to record
It's still
something
the
real
work
quick,
day.
baby.
My
Daddy's working
picture?
out here. Come
What,
on.
baby?
My picture?
We're going to take so many pictures. I already sent the picture off to your birthday place. Your birthday
Come on,
party is
Bella.
Saturday. And I ordered you the chantilly cake with strawberries.
And no stems. Need you to come on out.
She's crazy.
I need you to remember this is still a workplace, Bella, and it's still a work day.
Luckily, my
Come on.
neighbors are gone today. So for today, I just want you to get a headline, but I do want you to try to think about what is important to the people that you're talking to your audience, to that client avatar that we've been discussing. What is it they care about, right? So right here, the example, get a complete guide that will teach you how to create a high converting landing pages. That's not bad. A complete guide can be kind of overwhelming. Sometimes we're just looking for something that can be completed in like 5 minutes, something that they can go through that is highly valuable. It's exactly what everyone wants to know. So, what might I put together? Get a complete, do it yourself. No, get a complete set up your Kyvio membership site in 2 hours. In 2 hours with your first funnel ready to go. All right, so I could definitely work on this, and I will. But for right now, I just want it done. So let's see. Ooh, too tiny, too tiny, too tiny. I'm going to kind of work with this so it fits at least on a computer page, website. And then the other thing I'm going to, okay, cool, works perfectly. So again, I'm going to have to restrain myself really bad here because I'm used to putting together really complicated landing pages, and I wanted to show you keep it simple. This right here, this is fine. I'm not even going to change this picture out. If I were getting complicated, I would, no kidding, take this picture, copy it, and insert a picture of my courses right there. That is something I would do. But for today, keep it simple. Just fill in the form and download. Just fill in the form and get the videos. Oop. Meant to click off. Okay, so right here we're going to go and we're going to go to form settings. This is really important. You can change your form name, do whatever you want, but do me a favor and just leave all this stuff alone. I am going to register them as a member. I actually do not have this course set it up, but I'm going to just say for this it's going to be the whole course, and I can go in there and change who has access. This one is going to be I'm going to give them access to maybe the first or the get started or something of that nature, but you are already going to have this part set up, so you're just selecting the free course that you're creating right here in the member product access. Form action. I want them to subscribe to an email list, and my email service is going to be ActiveCampaign. I've already set this up. I have videos to show you how to do that. I actually don't have a list for them yet, so just as an example, I'm going to have them going to the Warfare Marketing Contact Us. Click whichever one you want. Thank you domain. This is important. We are going to come back to this tomorrow. After we build our thank you page, we're going to build out this aspect. And that is done. We're going to leave that alone. I'm going to come in here. There's a couple things I like to change. It's going to say name. You got the first name, size. You can add an icon. I want name required. This is the big one for me. This reduces spam rates when you can customize emails by putting someone's name in there. And this one, I'm also requiring email. This is a given, right? Input type first name, no. This is their email address. Large enter, best email here. If you are a B2B type of customer, you can say enter work email here. All right, and you can see I've got everything fixed up here. Name, large, placeholder, name. You could say full name here, but let me just clarify here. We're going to do first name, because in my active campaign, I want it to be very clear on what information I have. Okay, here's the next big one. Never leave this uncustomized. Always change your button label. So I'm going to say get access now. Click this button today. No subtext. I hate what it looks like with subtext. You can change the font, the size, you can italicize, you can change the width, the position, all sorts of the colors. I am not even going to mess with the colors. I'm going to leave it. I want you to leave all that you can alone, okay? I want you to understand we are just getting something up and done quickly. So right here, it has a bunch of things. It's kind of insinuating that these are the places that you've been seen on. This could be clients that you've worked with. I actually have some of these already uploaded, and so I'm going to go through over here for my Warfare Marketing Agency. I have clients, and I have gone through already and used Visme to make sure that they are all formatted exactly the same so that they look good in these little boxes. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to edit these all really quick. Who do I want to use? And these are actually ones that it's going to be a mix of clients and ones we've been featured on. Oops, I changed the wrong one. I'm actually going to switch these around a little bit. So you can see I'm just dragging and dropping to change them. Hitting the image settings on each one. And Kyvio seems relevant here. What is next? What is next? What is next? Which one do I like the most? Right? And I need one more. So you can see how quick this is to just change the images out. And it did not take me long to create these images in Visme either with a PNG background. Who are my favorites, man? This is always hard to pick. So many. I'm going to go with this one. Kind of mix it up across the way. Okay. Plus access to amazing features. Plus access to amazing, we're going to say bonus templates. Tools and lessons that will have you up and running on Kyvio in 2 hours or less. Okay, so over here we're going to go back. So we've market called out, right? We've got up here attention Kyvio users. Complete, oops. Oh, I kind of like completely set up your Kyvio membership site. So we're even speaking to people who are building Kyvio membership sites as opposed to Kyvio funnels in 2 hours with your first funnel ready to go. Clear and concise. There's no confusing. If you use Kyvio, every Kyvio member knows the funnel might be a little, that might be something that's a little different. hours with your first funnel, with your first, we're going to use funnel for now, and I might think about that because funnel might be over a couple people's heads. Easily understood, that's the one that I need to work on. Compelling headline. I could make it crisper. I'm going to focus on what I have. CTA is above the fold. What is a CTA? Your call to action. So this one is this form. Get your attention Kyvio, completely set up your Kyvio membership site in 2 hours with your first funnel ready to go. I could come over here and say, just fill in the form and get access to over 60 to over 90 minutes of video instruction. Oh, instruction, we'll do instruction videos plus 3 critical time-saving templates. Everyone wants to save time and make money. I'm trying to express both here. So I'm going to come over here. I've got the click CTA above the fold. The other one to check is, was it above the fold when you shrink it down? So that one's going to be another critical. And these pictures are kind of taking up a lot of real estate when stacked. I'm going to work with that right now. That is something later on we can take out in the mobile version. But my CTA is above the fold, and that's what matters up front. Contrasting button color. This is done for you in the template. I've got bright green against a white. Custom button text, I walked through that. It says get access now. I could also say access, training, and templates now. Training. There we go, and that still fits. Social proof. So part of the social proof is actually these images that I uploaded, because that's saying I've either been seen on them, I've worked with them, and that can be up to you depending on how you want to approach that. The other one that we're going to do for testimonials is right here. So now this one has things written out a little, I've got cool little quotation marks. So if you want to go through and you can copy, I'll show you how to do this really quick. I'm just going to go over on LinkedIn. If you've never used LinkedIn to ask for a recommendation, hop on over and do that now. I'm going to go to my page. Because the thing I liked about LinkedIn recommendations is, look, I've got an actual person with a link to that actual person's page with their picture and their recommendation. And it's really nice to just keep those going on a regular basis, whether you're asking for clients, people you've worked with, and as you can see, you can just, I've got some all the way back from when I was in college. They're helpful when you're looking for a job. They're helpful when you're getting clients and people are researching you. So I'm just going to copy his name here. It's going to make me go to his page. This is William Morton, and we've done a ton of work with him. He's an outstanding photographer. And we're going to come over here. Right here to his name.
You're right, she was doing.
I will be editing that out, obviously. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go ahead and go to Edit, Paste and Match Style. And over here, I'm going to put his actual website. I always like giving credit where credit is due. Let's see if I have it. Morton Visuals. Just copy paste. Paste and match style. Oh, of course, it did not creep the little green. I'm going to take this and make it an M. We're going to change the color. I wish it had. Let's see if we can go find this color real quick. Right here. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to come back over here to keep the branding consistent that happens to be on the page. And that will actually save it for me in Kyvio, and then I'm going to shrink this down because it's not all that important, and I'm definitely not going to link it. So it's 12. So I've got that on there. And you know what I didn't do? I'm going to go over here and you still let me save. Save page as, print. Oh, there we go. So click on the image, and then you can save image to downloads. And then I'm going to come over here and edit, and see how it's round? That's actually Kyvio doing that. I'm going to hit on testimonials and save it in here. And then I'm going to also show you another really quick way to get your testimonial. And I can actually take it from my downloads and just drag and drop. It's really nice and easy. I'm going to select that, use image. So I've now got William's actual image, I've got his information, and now I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to pull the testimonial, or at least a small piece that he left for me. So I'm going to take from my name, and we're going to come over here. I like how they kind of highlighted a little piece. Edit, paste and match style. So it's kind of bringing in some of the font styles from LinkedIn, which I find a little annoying, but we're going to overlook. We're going to take Jenna, and we're going to go dot, dot, dot. Just because we're cutting a piece out, I like it to be legit. And so we're going to highlight Marketing Guru. We're going to do bold. And this is going to pull in, when I hit font, custom color, that color we are using already. So kind of I've stuck with the exact one that they've done over here, that there was example, but I've changed it up slightly different to add my stuff in. So I need one more. I'm going to go over to Facebook for this one. Oops, let's go to Facebook for marketing. Better would it be pulled from something, having and referencing the We Coach Kyvio information. I'm going to go over here to reviews. But right now, I'm assuming, like you have nothing else, that this is a new venture for you. Let's go to most recent reviews. And there's one in specific I like to use. Here we go. So this is one of our clients, John A. Flynn. We're going to actually just type that in because it seems like it might be easier than pasting it. I happen to know this one because I built it. All right, and we're going to get a picture of him, click on it, save image to downloads. We're going to come back over here and do the same thing that we did with Morton. Take it, drag and drop it. I could change the names in here, that'd be probably really helpful, but again, the important thing at this point is just get her done. Don't worry about all these little details. Select this one, use it, makes it little, fits right in there perfectly. One of the reasons I like his is his actually fairly succinct. I'll leave it to an attorney. And it's very good testimonial. Well worth what she charged. That's a great example if you're having people kick back and saying, is something worth the money? That is a great thing to have somebody who's worked with you say. Well worth the money. So that's it. I'm going to leave that. It bothers me these don't line up. It bothers me that green is certainly this kind of like lighter green is not my color. We're going to go with it because it's already there. So what do we have left on our review? We have social proof. Social proof, I've added 2 actual reviews. I've added some people that I've been featured on, that I've worked with. And now we want limited navigation. What does that mean? As we explained, if you see a normal website, I'm going to come over here and go to my normal website. And I'm going to show you the difference between navigation. Here is just a quick overview. Let me make sure this video doesn't play. I can't handle hearing my own voice. I've got navigation here, 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 another one over here. I've got a video over here, start here. I've got links all over the place. I've got a whole bunch more down here. It's just very distracting. A landing page has one job. It should incorporate nothing but the visual cues to draw your eye to the call to action and make somebody give you their name and their email. That's all this page does. No upward navigation here. At the bottom, you're required, if you're doing advertising with Google ads and Facebook ads, to have a privacy policy and a terms and condition. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and write privacy policy and terms and conditions. And then I have some social very small in the bottom if somebody does want to share this. So we have no navigation. Next step, visual cues. So it would be really nice if I had some visual cues that like arrows and boxes and things that drew the eye specifically to the actionable area right here. But I'm not going to worry about that. When you mess with arrows, it gets more complicated. You have to say this one is for web pages, this one is for mobile pages, to accommodate whether you need down arrows, sideways arrows. It's cool if you have a person who's pointing, but again, when it comes to mobile versus web pages, this can be difficult. I want you to ignore this one for this one moment. If you happen to have a person in the picture looking, make sure that they are actually looking towards the action you want them to take, at least on the web page. Better than nothing. Other than that, we don't have a lot of things except we've highlighted this one down here. I like this. What are you waiting for? Get our tutorial right now and start creating high converting, creating your membership site now. I'm going to say today. All right, we're going to go back through here again, your formal settings. We're going to subscribe to the email list through ActiveCampaign, and we are going to use, well, we haven't chosen that, so we'll leave it right here. We have no thank you page URL yet. Somebody was asking me why don't I use Kyvio. I am an ActiveCampaign certified consultant. I use ActiveCampaign. I have everything in there. It pixels. It just does a lot more for me. It's a full CRM that we use. We are doing more than email. We are getting complicated. By all means, if you don't know what you're doing with other email and drip services and CRMs, just use the one with Kyvio. I'm just going to leave it right there. Do use something. You do need a drip. Use Kyvio if you are unfamiliar with some of these other ones that easily integrate. I'm going to register them as a member. This is going to be for our 30-day membership launch. And I'm going to leave it right there. That's all I need to edit. I don't want to get fancy about it. Inside, I'm actually going to leave name and I'm going to edit email because when I have it sent to ActiveCampaign, I want it to go correctly. Enter best email here. No icons, do require it. Same thing with name. I want that required. Oops, don't want to double that. Why did I do that? Okay, I'm editing the main one. Right here. I want to require the name so I can get better open and deliverable rates. So back to our checklist. Hero shots. So it would be best if right here we had a picture of the product. And I typically do get a picture of the product. I create it with Bisme. But right this moment, this is sufficient. I just want to get it going. I just want to start driving traffic. The image is only going to make a little point move either way at this point. It is better this week for you to get up and going, to get something started, to get people driving in the right direction than it is for you to have a hero shot. If you have it, that's great. If not, don't. This could be a picture of your book. It could be a picture of your PDF. It could be a picture of your PDF model to look like a book. It could be a picture like if you've ever seen information people, they'll show the image of like 6 CDs and books and tablets and all this other stuff thrown in there. This would be your hero shot, whatever is included. I'm not doing that right now because I'm not interested. I just want to get this up and going. Limited form fields. That means right here we have 2. Some people would only say one, only get their email address. And the moment you add their name, you're going to lose a couple people, you're going to get fake information. This increases my deliverability rates with my email, so I have a better chance of ending up in their inbox and not their junk box. But it also, I want to speak to an actual human being. If they can't give me their name, I don't want to give them the value. I'm going to offer a lot of value. I want them in return to give me their name and their real email address. And I'll show you a trick tomorrow on your thank you page to ensure that you actually get good emails. However, the moment you add a third mark, if you ask for their last name or their phone number, or the two most common I see, you're going to see 10% or more drop right off the bat. I have clients who insist on getting a phone number so they can follow up on leads, and it has just shown to be very poor. It completely changes how many conversions we see. And a conversion is somebody who puts their name and their information in there and goes to the next step. Stick to 2. The template has 2. Use 2 right here. No more, no less. All right? Let's go back over here. Source congruency, brand consistency, and sharing. So let me address source congruency and brand consistency. Once you're driving an ad, the ad that, let's say your Facebook ad, your Google ad, the words in the image should look like your landing page, so when someone knows that they clicked on the ad and they come here, that they know they're in the right spot. There's nothing, they know exactly that they're in the right place. They have not been redirected. As far as brand consistency goes, this is going to be across all of your brands that you have the same look and feel. So let me give you an example. I'm going to go over here back to Kyvio, but I'm going to go into one of my other brand pages, and I'm going to hope that I don't mess up by having 2 Kyvio pages open to 2 different ones. So we're going to stick with Warfare Marketing. This is my agency one that we're building funnels for right now inside of Kyvio. Some of you might have seen this if you're in the Kyvio group. So here's an example of the one we've just spent a lot of time on for our sales page. And as you can see, it's got our red, it's got our gray, it's got our fonts, it's got our messaging, it has our series. These are going to be consistent across all of our different platforms, the way we show testimonials. You can see I've got the as seen on here, but there's a look to it. I have this picture and one other picture all over everything. I've got some code here. You can't see it, but it shows when we have it activated. So everything looks like me. If you see any one aspect of this page, that red is mine, and people recognize that red, and they certainly recognize this little image in the corner that we try to use consistently across our brand, or the one here in white. So that is going to be your brand consistency. For this particular day, I want you to ignore source congruency and brand consistency and focusing on getting it done. Last one, enabling sharing. So I'm going to go over here, and this has this little bitty space over here. And it says your Facebook. I have a Facebook, a Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and delete the Google one, and we're not going to do Instagram, but I do want to do YouTube. So Facebook, I was actually just on. You know what? I bet I can go. I'm going to copy this one. Oh. Okay, so here's my LinkedIn. I can do that one. I can find all the right pages. So we'll add one more, and we'll do LinkedIn. And Facebook. At this point, I mean, we might actually have one that's separate for Kyvio. I might come back. But for the moment, I'm going to just use my agency ones. And then our YouTube, I'm going to go to. And I was sitting here debating whether I linked to our specific channel or do I link to just the Kyvio videos. I'm going to do just the Kyvio videos. So now, really quick, I have my social on there. I could probably put all the blues together, but I'm not worried about those little things. Okay, let me go back, and now we've covered, I feel like I'm missing one thing. Oh, right here, visible privacy policy and terms and conditions. I knew I was missing something. So copyright, and we're going to change this at the bottom to we coach Kyvio.com, and a part of Warfare, a Warfare marketing site. All rights reserved, privacy policy. I'm going to highlight this and then I'm going to go over here and I know privacy policy, Warfare marketing. You can make these online. There's privacy policy and terms and conditions company. I'm just going to copy that link. And I'm going to come over here. I do want it to open up in a new window anytime. Oh, it gave me a Google link. I need to actually click on it. And I'm going to open a new window. What is all that junk on the back? I don't need that. Open a new window. And then for thought I had a search in here. Comments, okay. Warfare, marketing, terms and conditions. I'm Googling on my own pages is terrible. Alright, I just need the link. Come over here. Paste there, open a new window, save. So I have now met all the different things. Now we're going to go sanity check. I've got the headline, everything's easy to read. I've got a couple of testimonial who have been featured on. The only thing that's not been done is this section right here, plus access to amazing bonus templates. So I'm just going to change some of this tech, use drag and drop builder. Quick videos. Detailed. Show you step by step how to set up your first membership site. I got 2 lines there, free tools, templates. Save hours by utilizing our Kyvio specific membership site templates. What else would I include? Tips, tricks, and hacks. People love tips, tricks, and hacks. Secrets to driving initial traffic to get your first 10 leads today. Alright, so that's fairly compelling. I'm actually not going to edit any of these images. I'm not going to edit anything else. I've got something and I can start testing the software today using what I've built. And then I'm going to come over here. If you want to get a little fancier, you go to page options, and this is going to be what people see right here at the top. So I can say set up Kyvio in 2 hours. We're not looking for search engine optimization. Okay, so we have our basic. I can do a background image here if I want to. Don't get fancy. Here's the big one. Social network image. I'm going to use this one right here for now. Keep it simple. And I'm going to hit save, because I always like to save, and then we're going to hit publish. So now it is live. And since we are not going to do any kind of domain over this, I have not actually changed the name of this page, so that's okay. But now this is an actual live page. And I can add my name in here. Okay, so I hope that that was really helpful and that you can go and get your landing page built. I'm going to hop on over and kind of close today out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to meet me over in the Kyvio group and call me out at Jenna Apgar. Bye.